Yes, what is happening everybody? John back, and I'm excited for this one. Slowthai, one of the UK's most exciting artists, with his third studio album. It is called Ugly. I really enjoy Slowthai's music. 2 great albums already. What is he going to deliver with this one? I love the fact that he hops between genres. You never know what you're going to get with a Slowthai project, or indeed with a Slowthai track. If you want to watch it uncut, highly recommended. Link down in the description to the Patreon. Come and join the Patreon. Support the channel if you like. Slowthai. Ugly. Let's go. All right, first track is called Yum.
You were great, you were good, you're a king, you're a queen, you're a genius. You were great, you were good, you're a king, you're a queen, you're a genius. You're a genius. You're a genius. I've been lacking motivation, I need an intervention. I've been lacking motivation, lacking motivation.
Jesus, this is a fucking intense start. Do you know what I mean? You never know what you're gonna get with a song from Tyron. Like, what even is this? Sounds like fucking Underworld or Left Field in the production. He's screaming about a lack of motivation. He's definitely going through some shit.
The other day I had a conversation with my therapist. I was telling him about situations I always end up in. He said, Tyron, you just gotta learn to breathe. Imagine you're on a staircase and each step you take is a step down from being up that level. He said, breathe, breathe, breathe. Am I not anybody wanna get a knock? You a slut, me too, where you wanna fuck? I go deep like I'm digging in a coal mine. She came first and then she said it's your time. Funny cuts, I couldn't come. Thinking I'm actually still young. She said, babe, I wanna go in the shower. How can I refuse? Got a couple loose screws.
Yeah, it's not one to listen to with your parents, is it?
More sex, less stress, head Jeff. Where you wanna be my empress? More bass, more race, more shades. What? You tryna save face? More.
Jesus.
This makes me mourning. Babe, can I use your door key? Look to the mirror when you're fucked. Had a conversation with God. Prayed for the status, the magic hour. In a K-hole like a climbing chowder. I wanna melt on my own. Any bad vibes and they gon' get killed. More coke, more weed, more ease, more tricks, more sex, less stress.
This is going to be about fucked up TikTok trend, this hook of this song. Man, it's like a UK version of Queens of the Stone Age Feel Good Hit of the Summer, right? But with an even more intense undertone, or overtone probably. Listen, I hope his relationship with substances is not too severe. Woo! Jesus!
Everyone from the front to the back, repeat after me. I need you to breathe.
Listen, I don't do any, I'm nearly 6 months sober myself, but imagine throwing that on at 8 a.m. at the afters. Fucking hell. I have heard this. I think it got blocked. I don't think I got it up on the channel. Hopefully this doesn't get blocked. If it did, you're watching it on Patreon. That's where the blocked stuff goes. Yeah, had that punky edge. The opener's fucking mad, by the way. In fact, we need to acknowledge that for a second. What the fuck? Like I said, I hope that Tyron's relationship with the substances isn't taking him down too dark a path. Listen, some people want to party hard. He's still a young man, but the end state of that sort of lifestyle is pretty similar for everybody. He's been speaking to a therapist. He's seemingly in that song, at least, in a self-destructive state with the substances, and that is mirrored by the musical choices in there, his intensity on the microphone, and then that end where it went fucking full 9 Inch Nails, JPEG Mafia craziness. Whew, that was an intense start, and then into something, I was going to say smoother, although we got the punky edge to this song, Selfish.
I kissed my son before I put him to sleep, and I was working till I'm flat on my feet. Why were you working till you got bloody knees? I'm just thinking for myself. I'm just thinking for myself. Couldn't think for myself.
Really? Why are you so selfish? Like, I can't understand it.
The jealousy, they wanna be me. Crossing always green on the other side. A scary side of Halloween. I got a few tricks so we can get a treat. So I'm thinking for myself.
Who else is making music with this level of innovation, with this level of fucking artistry right now here in the UK or indeed anywhere? Remember, this guy is a rapper. He can spit like he is a rapper. This ain't rap music. fucking amazing. Like, I had heard that before, but I forgot how intense it was. And that following up from the opening track, Yum, is a hell of a start. Listen, it's a sunny day here in the UK for once. Spring is starting to spring or sprung or whatever the hell people say. We're seemingly diving into a K-hole here with Slowthai. But, you know, this is the job. This is what we do here as music fans. Okay. Sounded like Valerie?
No money, not a part to piss, but a fuck to give. Haven't got one.
Not anymore.
Sometimes I wanna kill myself, cause failure's never been an option. Whilst living in the real world, I feel like I'm a real person. Jacked up in the gym of steroids. I couldn't deal with hard things, so I put them in a pile. It's worthwhile. No heart from a hard drive, gloss out. Water baptized in the blood of my enemies. I just shrug and breathe heavily.
Oh, baptized in the blood of my enemies. It's just out of nowhere. All right.
Holding my breath. Oh, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. Oh, the best of time. You are what you eat. I must be nothing. Oh, we all get sad sometimes. It's a wishbone with no backbone. Phone distracts me from my life. Make roaming data don't provide a tariff with no hassle.
Roman data don't provide a tariff with no hassle. That's a great line. This is like a sort of jangly mid-2000s indie track, similar in sonics to something from the Kooks, but lyrically and tonally, very dark, very different. I worry about him. I hope he's all right. And genuinely, when you hear somebody pouring their heart out onto a record like this, especially when you combine it with the drug stuff, you do worry about him. Like, you know, he seems all right in himself, and I've seen him interviewed recently on socials. He seems okay. And if this is just an outpouring of his emotions and feelings, then fantastic. And it is so far fantastic. But yeah, you always have to be fucking aware about somebody who puts music out like this. Is like, you know, his friends need to fucking check on him. Now, I have heard this once. I saw the video. The video is really cool because had people basically reacting to the music, not unlike me. And then Tyron would appear, Slowthai would appear in their room and they'd vibe out together. I'm worrying if he's going to try and burst through my green screen now. I think my dog would kick off if he did. But yeah, great concept for a video. It's going to be interesting to hear it in the context of the rest of this album. No, now? Because given the previous three tracks, there's a certain irony to this title, right? And this hook.
Tears of a clown every time I cry. We're happy living life like someone died. Everything is nice like cherry pie.
Oh yeah, and this fucking like 16-bit video game bit comes in. Yeah, you don't know if this is now a reference to being high or if it's just like an injection of sort of bubbly Powerpuff Girls positivity out of nowhere. It's sort of both and maybe more. Track's called Never Again. Okay. Well, I'm not expecting a happy one, but we shall see.
Oh God, I never thought I'd see you again. Was waiting for the penny to drop.
I don't know who that was on vocals. You let me know in the comments. There's no listed features here.
Seen your parents in the supermarket. They said, hey, how you doing? I'm good, thanks for asking. How's Thingy doing? Yeah, she's pregnant and she's arguing. Still got pictures on my phone. I still sleep on your side of the bed. I reflect on things I should forget. And
this is very streets. Very, very, very streets. I've just seen that Fred again has just released a new track with Mike Skinner from the Streets. I mean, the Streets inspiration is clear through all of Slowthai's music, really, but I think he's a better, has better flow as a rapper than Mike Skinner. Lyrically, Mike Skinner is brilliant. You can hear it here, but I love the percussion on this track as well. Obviously, he seems to be talking about this an ex, ultimately, but he has a way of painting pictures. In fact, in terms of lyricism and sort of British realism, they're very, very close in terms of lyrical ability. It's a bit unfair to say that Skinner's just better than Slowthai, because I actually don't know if that's true.
Yeah, she pushed the pram, that she pushed them in the way, and she's always aggravated, same expression on her face, and she had the nerve to question me and tell me that I've changed, baby, move on. She said I love you, And I'm proud that you became everything you said you would before we was done. She grabbed up the pram and in a blink she was gone.
Wow.
I walked away. I was in the barbers, listening to the gossip. On the news, a local girl was murdered by her husband. They had 2 kids, and they both had drug problems. I rang our older bro, we started screaming. I said, what's up? He couldn't get the words, so I hung up, then I jumped up. I dropped to my knees,
Oh my
then
God.
I seen a pretty picture. The one she cut me out, that was still up on her Insta. Winter Wonderland, eating walnuts in December. Still got pictures on my phone. I still sleep on your side of the bed.
Jesus, man. I wasn't expecting that. I don't think anybody was. Fuck. I mean, beautifully horrible story, or I mean, beautiful is not the right word, but you know, there was beauty in that. I don't really know what to say. It's a fantastic track, but bloody hell.
Whispers why the voices make me act impulsively. My touch corrosive, I've been trying to OD. Why I always got the notion no one cares about tea. Wanna watch the world up from early, cause I'm gonna relapse. Oh, the good I done, why they focus on the back? I was trying to stop drugs stop me in my tracks. I have dreams of dying, I've been hanging from the shutter. I have schemes of frying pussy holes like a chicken wings. Protein diet, creatine for the fucking gym. At least mum loves me. Bro, your mum's biased. Man, I wanna live. Bro, shut the fuck up. Piece some cocaine, bro. Made me make you feel good. Need luck. Look how much you won't be good enough. Shut the fuck up. I'm your friend. No, you're not. A phone.
Fucking hell. This is a very, very, very intense listen. My goodness. That coming straight after Never Again. I mean, yeah, I talked about him being a spitter, rapping, fucking crazy production. But again, I don't know if he's talking directly, if that's like a Slim Shady Eminem type of thing, where he's talking to the other part of his personality, the sort of devil on his shoulder, as it were. That's what it sounded like to me, but then he deleted him from his phone. I don't know if that was a dealer, where it's doubling up as both things. Either way, fucking intense, man. Very, 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 very strong record in terms of subject matter, but in terms of like musical quality as well. But yeah, not one so far to vibe out to. Fucking hell. Next track is called Happy, though.
Thinking with my dick, my head is split. It's so hard for both sides to commit. Walls cave in, no one's there. Keep nodding, yeah. My head's the rocking chair. H-A-P-P-Y.
See the sun.
It's okay to cry, okay to cry.
See the sun.
H-A-P-P-Y, H-A-P-P-Y, yeah. I will give everything for a smile. Bad day if you do not get your way. Did you see me on my lowest? Hello. It's where you keep me so I ain't that close to close. H-A-P-P-Y, yeah. I will give everything for a smile.
I mean, this album, the variety of music that he puts out is unbelievable to us.
And still you want my company. Sometimes I wanna run away. Sometimes I run away so I can feel free. How far can my feet take me before they bleed? How far can my feet take me so I can feel free? I wanna run away. How far?
Hell, this song's incredible.
I will do everything for a smile. I will do everything for a smile.
Who is this guy? Like, what the fuck? The thing is with Slowthai, right? When you see Slowthai interviewed or just chatting or anything like that, he's such an unassuming guy and he's such an unpretentious guy. Like, real sort of happy energy, kind of a little bit dopey. And I mean that like he seems a bit stoned and he's just, do you know what I mean? Like, if you see him, you know what I mean. This guy is musically brilliant. Like, who is being this bold in their choices musically at the moment, but still capable of creating like radio records at the same time? You know, we have wildly experimental people, don't get me wrong, but Slowthai he can make a banger just like that. And the fact that he ranges from obviously straight rap, British style rap, grime style rap, to punk music, to rock music, to ballads, the stuff we did with James Blake in the past. And here we have like, there's grungy elements, synthy 80s elements. It reminded me a little bit of Joy Division as well at times in that track. Also rapping as well. He just doesn't present himself as this kind of like auteur musical genius. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine if he had the personality of Matty Healy from the 1975. One, none of this music would exist if that was the case, because the fact that he is his personality is where this music comes from. But people will be talking about him differently because sometimes a guy like that can just act in a certain way and we lap it up, you know, in the British media. And yet Tyrone is, I mean, he gets his fucking flowers, don't get me wrong, but like we should be talking about this guy on another level that we speak about him from. I think I said that right. What the hell? This album is outrageously good. It's tough. It's a tough listen, but it's amazing. Right, title track next. Fucking title track next. I'm assuming these are the only two that are capitalized in the titles, so I'm assuming they're supposed to work together, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, we're going like a little bit grunge, a little bit blur. Yeah, man, the fucking range. Okay, yeah, he is. It's definitely a follow-up song.
Pigments a depiction of class. When your body has to be a wine glass, you drop your guard, you realize it's hard, it's ugly. Loving is brittle plastic but soft in the middle, the same as Skittles. When vultures perch your fears.
Alright, there's too many bars in this, I have to pause it. Right, let's take this back because I want to get into these lyrics, man.
Pigment's a depiction of class. When your
Pigment is a depiction of class. So obviously talking about the situation we have in England where that is, I mean, clear.
body has to be a wine glass. You drop
Body has to be a wine glass, so the pressure on women to look a certain way.
your guard, you realize it's hard, it's ugly. Loving is brittle plastic but soft in the middle, the same as Skittles.
Love is brittle plastic, but soft in the middle, the same as Skittles.
The world is ugly. The world is ugly.
Y is becoming like WHY as well for me.
Like a pipe bomb in the 80s. White screen being brainwashed to erasure. Stop getting led loud with dogs at the kennel. All this trauma in the name of a medal.
All this trauma in the name of a medal, and he talk about soldiers falling like dominoes at the beginning of the track. Since again, like in the end of the last track.
You will notice when I'm not around. 10 minutes late to say you're sorry. First they love you, then they stub you out and cage and still. You were not in control the moment the world stands still. You were not in control.
This album is superb. Yeah, I just opened up Metacritic to see if there was any reviews that come out for it before, because I'm like, this feels like an Enemy 10. Because sometimes Enemy will give a 10 on something that is just like, feels so necessary right now. Remember, Second Libertines record being a good example. It's an Enemy 10, and it's a 5-star review in The Guardian as well. Ultimately, that stuff doesn't matter, but I'm sitting here thinking, this is 10-ish. That's what I'm thinking as I'm like, you know, to be a 10... you have to be either something so pure and in the moment that feels like, I think there's a vitality to something. That's what 10 is to me in music. There's something that feels so important to be listening to right now. It doesn't have to be massively innovative, although this is in many ways, even though it carries a lot of the sounds of the past in different ways. And I think that's something Slowthai does brilliantly, but marries it with something modern. He's been doing that for a while, but there's something about the energy, the confidence, yet the fragility of this record, the heart-wrenching heartache mixed with the sort of thunderous energy of it. I'm like, this is something else, man. Like, he has put 2 fantastic albums out already, but this feels like it's gone up to another level.
You ever feel like falling? You ever feel like you're drifting through space? Feel like falling? You ever feel like you're drifting through space?
Some old Weezer in this one.
Like I'm drifting through space. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm falling, like I'm. 'Cause I feel like I'm falling, like I'm falling. Like I'm drifting
hell. Crikey. You have absolutely no idea what's coming next. The track's called What's Funny.
Single mother, 3 kids, no butter, but she got a pair of tits, gotta get it how you live. Pretty people do the ugliest things when you're fucked up. For fuck's sake! What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? Kids on smack, jacking up, looking for a track. It's funny, real funny what they'll do for a bag. He's a lad, lazy ass dick and piss. Cut was a cut, so that end'll always be a cut. What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? No easy fixes in a ditch with a sleeping bag. Little Tommy was moaning to his mummy that his teacher was missing. Where's Wally? The teacher got itchy, couldn't scratch and it was moaning to his mommy. What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny?
Canal. The performance in the booth on this record is outrageous from Slowthai here. Absolutely outrageous. The intensity and authenticity in that previous track, Falling, you know, obviously not the best singing voice, but the authenticity carries it through, and you wouldn't want that in a beautiful voice. That wouldn't work as, say, you know, getting a singer in to sing that song. It needed to be from him, in his voice, in his tone, with his intensity, right? And then that track I took as the way that poverty and addiction and struggle in this country is often mined for entertainment. If you're British, you'll know about shows like the Jeremy Kyle Show, Benefit Street, stuff like that. And also, yeah, detailing some of the ways that people can get themselves into those situations that other people may find funny. Yeah, a sort of twisted irony once again to that song, a vicious social realism element to that song, which he's a master at. And we keep it going. Who knows what we're going to get next? Is it more fiery punk? Are we going to go into something more electronic? I've got no idea.
Give me a tourniquet, metaphor burning bridges. I cannot learn from it. I keep on burning shit. Break, break, break my bones. Shatter my hopes and my dreams. I tired of 4-leaf clover. Escape, escape. I wish I had somewhere to go. Give me a tourniquet, metaphor burning bridges. I cannot learn from it. I keep on burning shit. Give me a tourniquet. Break, break, break my bones. Shatter my hopes and my dreams. I tired of 4-leaf clover. Escape, escape. Wish I had somewhere to go. I wasn't showing hope, but what would it cost? I didn't stitch in my clothes. Can't keep closing doors, so self-assured. I feel we should.
Whispers now and whispers in both ears.
Memories we trickle through. Belong in an institute. I play the wounds, you play the soul. I play the words, you play the soul. You're confused.
Like a fire alarm now?
I gave you more than I had to give. What's left? What's left?
I don't even really know what I'm supposed to say about that. Like, fucking hell. Final track now, 25% Club. I'm in a bit shell-shocked after that.
When it's raining, we don't like the gifts we've been given. We always are given. Said cheat on my soul to give you the world, and we're hand in hand as we walk into hell. The drugs don't work, but the devil is in us. We both choosing violence, so I sit in the dinner and ooh, what is real? I had a vacancy that you feel. We both had to break, not pushing in place, but I got some glue so we can make it. You want my sunshine, what's that? I'm your air. An oxygen fee, Robin Hood when you're there. I take from the rich and give to the poor. I slayed all these dragons so I could be yours. Rather you say, cause nothing will hurt me, I swear. I wanna take all the pain. I wanna take all the pain away. You got some things on your mind. Ooh, what is real? I had a vacancy you can feel. We both had to break, like pushing in place, but I got some glue so
Yeah, I know that wasn't much of a reaction to that last song, but honestly, I'm kind of in shell shock from this whole project. I mean, Tourniquet is so intense, and you know, that wasn't, and it was less intense, but it definitely still had a lot to it. I need to go back in and really sort of uncover those lyrics. But to be honest, I just wanted to let the song ride out. My goodness me. For some reason, I thought this was going to be a happy-go-lucky project from Tyrant. I don't really know why. I think it's because I saw the video to Feeling Good. And I was like, oh, okay, he's in a good place. I don't know if he's in a great place, man, but he's in a fucking amazing place musically. I just hope it's not taking too much of a toll on him and his body and his mind. Fuck. We have a musical inspiration, borderline musical genius here in this country putting out projects, and I don't think he's getting the flowers that he deserves. He's getting plenty, but he should be spoken about in the highest regards. 3 amazing projects blending all sorts of genres, British social realism, wit, humor, darkness, and here almost outdoing himself, I think. Fuck. I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments. I want you to see you subscribed if you've not already. Join the party. And let's just all appreciate what we have here in Slowthai. Fucking hell. All right. Keep the journey going with the next video, and I'll catch you soon. Peace.